actually following that much, but there's been some news. Where's it right here? St. Louis Fed President James Bullard says Fed's balance sheet runoff should begin shortly after initial rate hike. Then we have the same thing. Sees inflation moderate. Alright, we'll talk about that a little bit, but yeah, the Fed's obviously got to do something with this inflation, like runoff and stuff. So they got to either increase rates, decrease the balance sheet, stop the money printing, and all this stuff, or inflation's going to be a problem. And no matter what they do, it's pretty bearish for the stock market. So again, like going back to that 2022 investing strategy video, for me, one of the reasons why I'm raising a lot of cash right now is because I do expect the market to go a little bit volatile to the downside. I mean, it can still go to the upside, that's why I'm continually buying things, but it's not looking too hot, I guess. But yeah, we'll look at the technicals and stuff. One news article mentioned that they sees inflation moderating naturally to some degree, but not dramatically. Sees inflation at 3% at end of 2022. I don't know where this person got this information from, but 3%, that's so low. Like, with all this money printing and stuff, there's no way that inflation's going to be under, or 3%, so I think it's much, much higher into 2022. Kind of similar to, I don't know if we talked about the channel, but 2020 to 2021, like, we kind of knew there'd be mad inflation, and there was, so it's pretty obvious. You print like 100%, or you double the amount of money in circulation, and it's bound to increase inflation. So gonna just be looking at some stuff today in this video, so let's actually get into it because we're already pretty deep. The market, I labeled this point as significant, about 470. Broke that yesterday, kind of came up to retest it. Now, it kind of fell back, but people buying, people selling, but I think this does come down to retest this, maybe within a few weeks. Maybe it chops around, I don't know, but Q really chopping around. We finally get up to about 400, barely holds, now spills over. I mean, it's expected, obviously, because of the way, the fundamentals are going in the economy. Here we're at the Dow, we got kind of cyber channel, kind of expecting it to bounce or fall there too, just because we connected that one with that one. So yeah, look at the big significant thing. Look at this big thing. So look at the volume, right? So let's start here. We have downward movement, increased volume, upward movement, less volume, downward, some more volume spike, sideways channel, nothing really, downward, more volume into the down move, less volume going into the up. As we get into the down move, more volume. As we go up, less volume, down, more volume, up, less volume, down. Like, what is this exactly saying? Like, I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna decipher it. When there's people, so in this, the price moves a lot, but not a lot of activity. That means that the people that are buying are bidding the price up more because they're maybe overhyped into the down moves because there's a lot more selling. To me, that just means that this price action is kind of more confirmed, if that makes sense, because of the more activity in this. Just a quick decipher, but yeah. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's really fallen. It's back at like retesting maybe 500, yeah, 4,000, 42,500. Fell pretty significantly. I mean, on like a bigger time frame, this should be a support area. Down at 3,000 is a lot better, but realistically 4,000, here's 4,000. Yeah, actually I guess 4,000, you got all this activity, but around this support there should be some buying, at least some buying. Let's do Ethereum first. Ethereum, and not as bad of a move down. We are in this channel, things I'm buying did not respect really these are daily candles, dude, didn't respect 3,500. Now making its way down. Let's go to crude oil. This thing's been popping off. My position in Exxon's been move, and it's been treating me very well. Kind of wish I did add a little more into this downward momentum here, but portfolio's kind of exposed. Weekly candles, I mean, I think it's macro, it still looks good. Nothing's really changed, so I don't think anything really could change this quickly. Gold, very surprised at this move, but it did break the 1800 and fell to like 1790, but we have this mega trend line. I think it has to hold here, or it should, right? We got all this buying. Look at all these wicks here. That's a lot of wicks going into this move, and I mean, anything's possible, right? But I look at this and I say that's strong. This is strong too. This, not as strong actually. We have a lot more buying on this trend line as opposed to this. But look, it did break, fell, tried to break again, fell. Even with this bad news in like the stock market with the money or less money printing and stuff and interest rates, like I don't know. I think gold still should have at least held 1800. What was I gonna say? If interest rates rise, I do expect gold to probably rise as well. I forgot exactly why, what information I saw. That's why, sorry, I can't like dive deeper and more, give a better reasoning. But if interest rates do rise, gold is just a better asset. Yeah, actually, this though I could just use common sense. Same thing with bonds. Interest rates rise, you know, that means that people kind of want to flock away from the stock market into safer assets because it's just better to do so. So like you'd go buy a bond because it's going to give you a higher rate. I mean, stocks always give like a better rate per se, but it's almost not worth the risk for a lot of money. But yeah, I guess gold is considered another safe haven, so that's one reason. But silver really holding this 20, this trend line here we labeled, so in this zone still looking, not gonna say it looks amazing, but it's holding. It's hanging in there. We're seeing people buying and not people selling at these levels, so we were watching AA, we could probably take this off. Apple, I mean this again, we still bearish pattern breaks out, but still to me it does not look that good. Activision down a pretty good amount. I mean, we had a good run up though. Papa catching a bid in the last couple days. Big candle up. BGFV. Not like too much activity here. Is it rejecting this line though? That's okay. I labeled that as significant. We gotta go back to what that actually is. Yeah, it's a loose line though. It probably should be 20 bucks. It's not holding above 20 bucks, so I think that's the significant number. Corsair, man, this is looking real appetizing again. Now it's back at like almost, it's at 2030. Man, I really would like to pick this up, but at 20 bucks to me is the buy price. We looked at fundamentally, technically. It's just, I don't think I want to buy it yet. I think, especially with this market being all weird, like I think we could still see more downward momentum. Like if they do start increasing rates and stuff, we definitely haven't seen much of the downward momentum in the market, but also like, that's if you trust it, or you trust them to like, you know, do what they say they're gonna do. Wow, look at this price action. Moves up, selling, good buying, buying, selling. There's some selling, selling. A lot of like those selling candles towards the end of each day on EA. JDX looking really, really bad. Like, this looks pretty tragic. It's definitely did not enjoy or did not like that resistance, so it's coming back down to something. Actually, was this COVID, right? Yeah, it fell a lot, but then it rebounded so quickly. That's crazy. I would love if this happened again though, like it shoots down to this trend line, right? Then you start buying some miners and stuff, and then it shoots back up. I mean, that's if it does, right? But it's speculating something. Turtle Beach really holding at this 20 bucks. I think today it actually held. Yeah, good buying wick off there, a lot of volume. I don't know price is pretty cheap. Oh, Oppenheimer adjusted the price to 34 from 41. It's still pretty high price target. I mean, that's literally like 40% move. Yep, just still watching it. iRobot actually was one of the only stocks up today, up 1.5%. I still think we can see like 55, 60 bucks on it. I do think this company's got some good stuff going for it, so this might be one of these smaller caps that I pick up for the portfolio. Still weighing my odds into the KSS. Still looking at it. I think it's looking pretty cheap financially or fundamentally, but I think there are better options out there right now. Logitech down 5.5%. That's actually a really big drop. Oh yeah, we got some earnings this month. I gotta get ready. The 24th. That's what Intel I think also reports. Intel had a pretty interesting week. We actually got some bidding. They released some good news on some processor or something, and yeah, but it's exciting. On the 26th, when is the 26th? That's a Wednesday. Okay, cool. Yeah, gonna be watching that. Big rejection with this, so I mean, this was the day too where the market was like, yeah. Then towards the middle of the day is when they released it, like bad news, or not bad news, but bad news for the market. LYB is another stock we're looking at. I think we did the analysis. No, did I upload that video? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did upload that video. Talking about this stock from a financial point of view, it seems pretty good, like a 5% yield right now. Generating a lot of free cash flow too, so. All trade group MO, and we had that bounce actually with the monthly candle look like. I mean, a bad monthly candle, but it bounced back. That could have been actually, so if I did buy this, I guess I would have bought like this day. I mean, that would have been up 10%, but I would have to sit through first. Was that a 5% loss? That actually would not have been bad at all. But the trade wouldn't have worked out to me, as I assumed it was going to hold there. I can't believe you're still watching this stock and I never bought it. Then Nvidia kind of getting bought at like 275. Oh, Realty going back to that trend line. It's probably going to face some headwinds. Some selling pressure. PAAS. We're back. It's coming. If it gets to 20 bucks, man, that'd be so spicy. I actually can't believe this thing is this cheap. That's so true. I gave it at 10 bucks at one time. It's crazy. And it went to 40. Wait, am I dumb? Wait, $10. Where's 10 cents here? Wait a minute. Am I stupid or something? No, you don't. I'm like, if you have a $10 stock and it goes to 40, isn't that a 400% return? But no, it's 300 to Pinterest. I am so happy I didn't buy this, because I was literally on this day, market close. I was like, do I just buy this? Like, it's probably gonna hold this support, and I would be down 10% 3 days. So I'm so happy I didn't do that, because it's just not me to buy it like that, you know. I was feeling like spending something. Oh, look at Rite Aid drops, but it's kind of bouncing on this trend line. Cool. Down like 12% though. Rocket Mortgage. I'm just gonna take that off the watches. I don't care enough, but SM Energy up 4%, but this week it's up like 15%. So it's really pushing. Space is getting, man, 1170. This thing's getting really cheap, but this could be just like a trap, like. See some people on like message boards talking about this stuff like it's going to the moon, like this is just like a hype stock, and I mean I love the idea, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, it's a risky business to be investing in, so you have to trade it, and I think if it gets like 10 bucks, that would be the interesting technical zone for me, but that's risk. That's a lot of risk for potential good reward, but I don't know if it's worth it. Tesla, oh wow. Look at that, respecting that level. Wow, that's surprising. Maybe not surprising, because this thing just keeps CCJ. I think this is a good representation of the market. And we had spillover. We're having a lot of buying, some action around here, like 21 bucks. Goes all the way up to 25. I think it's sold off. But this trend line for me is going to be significant. So if it gets back to this trend line, that's when I'll add more. If it doesn't, well, I missed my opportunity. But it's okay. We already got some good position in my opinion. It has the potential to go pretty high. I mean, uranium prices are still pretty cheap. Definitely very speculative though. But I think it's got potential, so I put some money in it. We look at gold and silver. I want to show you guys KL because this pattern's interesting. Look, it made a little pattern here, kind of like a little wedge. I mean, obviously we know in the market it was kind of crazy, but look at it, like it's still respecting this, respects that, but then today it gapped down lower, which is really bad, so this could probably go back to 38 bucks, so let's see, gold. I just can't believe these things are getting this cheap, they're so cheap. And I guess like they can keep getting cheaper, and they could also not make money. I understand that, but man, these things look cheap to me. KGC, I'm so surprised this fell too, because we had a breakout pattern here, then a spillover. Yeah, I added more back here because I thought it was gonna run up, and I thought we were gonna miss it, but could still fall 10 more or 30 more cents down to there. To do with AG, really not liking this massive trend line, just as a reference, big boy trend line. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. AMC. I don't know, man. Wait, GameStop shares surge. What do you mean? GameStop was up 1%. It's not holding this level. I don't know, it was super risky. I get some people are still waiting for the mega ultimate gamma trade, but it might not come in. I'd rather buy stuff that actually has value instead of waiting for something. I guess I'm kind of waiting for stuff to go up in value too. I'm not gonna sit on a high horse, but to me, GameStop just doesn't have value. GameStop. But gold and silver companies, they're making money, so they're making money. Bought some more wheat and precious metals today because it got a huge drop, so yeah, if it gets back to there, maybe a little more. Let's see some things that were actually moving today. I mean, Rite Aid was down, we saw that Logitech was down, NUE, the steel company, Nucor, UEC, Take-Two down a lot, UNH, wow, that's down a lot. Wait, that dropped so much. I feel actually this yield is not a lot, so yeah, this was at 1%. 470 about. Yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit more. AGC, Corsair, IBM, Apple. I mean, some things dropped a lot, but most things just sold off a little bit. Did things get bought up towards the end of the day though? How's Visa doing? Oh, look at this, it's holding some line. I labeled this as significant because it got 2018 we got Corona. And you can see all this activity going on this trend line that's over this in between here, so I thought that was significant in year bound, so interesting. I don't know if I'd buy it yet, but let's see, Stag. Oh, this is Google, not Stag. What did anything move good today? Stitch Fix. I mean, yeah, it moved, but wow, it dropped. Dead DoorDash Peloton. Realize gotta catch a break at some point. But DraftKings actually got bid up 4.5%. CrowdStrike, Etsy, eBay. Man, I traded this 2 times in my life. Back here is I think 30 bucks, and I sold it for a loss because I didn't know what I was doing. And then I bought it here, and then I sold it for a loss too. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But yeah, just eBay. priced at $24. I still can't believe this. So, I kind of wish I did buy this. We were gonna buy it on the break at $10. Because it was doing some pattern. Why was I even looking at it? Yeah, what was I gonna do? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Just like to go back in the past and see like what decisions I made, good and bad. A lot of bad decisions, but some good decisions too. Actually, there was a lot of things actually up today. There's more things up. Not by a lot though. What's Coke doing? I could add Coke and sometimes my stocks get like erased. My friend's gonna hate me. I told him, dude, he had so much money in Coke. I'm like, dude, get rid of it. You have way too much money in Coke. It's too expensive. And your portfolio is like 50% Coke. And I mean, yeah, since then it's shot up, but like, it's still so expensive. Like, I guess even before, even at like, that's still so expensive for Coke. I mean, down here is super cheap, but like, I don't think there's no way this stock should be at a 30 PE, 29, okay, give or take. There's no way. Like, it's Coke. It's not like it's gonna be growing that much. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I think realistically, it has $60 all-time high. Definitely gonna see some resistance up here. Is there anything else I want to look at? Let's quickly go through my investing list. Apple ASO. I should have bought that like a while ago before I stopped getting interested into it. Clorox still is kind of interesting, not like super interesting, but EM, I forgot about this. Oh wow, this is actually pretty interesting. So this BlackRock's thing, if you look at big boy time frames, yeah, big boy EMX really fallen. I think we can see that it hit that trend line. I'm still so happy I saw this. General Dynamics, Google, I saw J&J, JP Morgan. Would be nice to have a bank in the portfolio, but not at this price. Not at this price. Mag's been very disappointing. Just like disappointment here with the share dilution, disappointment here with the news, and more bad news. So slipped $15. That's sad. My average price now is $17.80, so I'm down a lot, like 17%. So super sad. Microsoft making lower lows. Northrop Grumman. Oh, Realty would really want to see it. Pepsi, I don't know. I mean, I'd buy Pepsi and Procter & Gamble, but not at these prices. Maybe Procter & Gamble, I don't know. Store, TD Bank, Take-Two. I do want to buy Take-Two eventually, but it's expensive. Oh, UBA, yeah. Alright, I'm not sure I have anything else I really want to say. So for now, moving, tomorrow is going to be a pretty important day, depending on how the weekly candle closes. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of interest rate hikes or money or balance sheet tapering, so definitely going to affect the stock market in some negative way. Still going to keep buying some stocks here and there, just mostly small to mid caps or larger caps that I think are good enough with that, like I really want to own. Just buying the cheap stuff. I don't care about these expensive stuff. If they go up higher, I don't care because I just want to buy cheap stuff. Gold, silver, uranium still looking pretty good. I mean, it's getting hit hard, but hopefully these interest rates start going up and money starts flowing into different sectors despite like tech and like things just can't keep going into the same asset. Eventually there's going to be a money rotation and I think it's coming real soon. I guess this is an interesting thing. I thought that last year. I thought 2 years ago, last year, would have been the great time, especially with the COVID stuff. And it turns turns out like it wasn't yet. So yeah, just gotta be patient. Money's gotta rotate soon. It can't, because eventually like these assets are just so expensive that like no, who's gonna want to buy them? I don't understand. They're just expensive. We go buy the cheap stuff that has value, but I don't know anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know some things you're buying, selling, or just taking a look at, because I can add it to the portfolio or the watch lists, and we can discuss it in these little videos. So stay safe out there. The market might get a little more volatile, and just buy the good